Howdy.
Howdy.
I feel like I know pretty much everybody in the room on a pretty face-to-face basis. I'm really excited to be here again tonight. I'm very honored to be in the runoff for student body president of Texas A&M. I think it's a pretty vaulted position. I think it's very important to the future of our school. I think the fact that A&M is one of the few, if not only, universities where your student body president gets to sit on a board with the administrators and be a part of the decision-making process only escalates the importance of this position and this job. And I think the student body takes it seriously, and I hope that they take tonight's debate seriously. I think we can get some great things talked about, discussed, and no matter who wins, I think we can talk about important things here tonight to the future of our university. Because our university is in an interesting situation in its time and in its 130-year history, where we have the opportunity to continue to grow, but we can definitely stumble right now if we're not careful, and we can fall way down and lose a lot of ground that we've been gaining in the past few years. So I think tonight I want to talk about the issues that are important here today. I want to talk about the things that may hinder our progress. I want to talk about the things that may need to take place to protect the things that make our university great, which I've said over and over again, is the fact that we produce great people here at Texas A&M. I want to do that inside and outside the classroom. And I want to make sure that when students come to Texas A&M, they're welcomed, that any student across the universe, any student across the globe feels welcome when they come here to Texas A&M. And I want to make sure once they get here, they have an opportunity to grow as a person, inside their hearts and also intellectually. So with that, thank you for everything, and I'm excited to debate.
I also am so honored to be here this evening, to be a part of this runoff and a part of this opportunity where I get to come and Connor gets to come. We get to share our passion for this place. We get to share our passion and our dreams for where we'd like it to go. I know that in the last few weeks we've heard a lot of things. We've gotten to hear a lot of issues. We've gotten to hear about the pivotal moment that we're in at Texas A&M University. We've gotten to hear the fact that we have a new president that's going to be here within the next 6 to 9 months. We've gotten to hear about the shared governance that Dr. Gates instituted that allowed students to have a greater opportunity to share their opinion, and an administration that is more willing to listen, and an administration that is more willing to trust. We've gotten to hear about the chance that the next student body president has to keep it that way, but also to build upon it, to keep student opinion something that is trusted and listened to constantly throughout the years to come. We've gotten to talk about the fact that only 15% of the student body actually knows what is going on in student government. We've gotten to talk about the fact that student government needs to connect to the student body. Well, what we're here to talk about tonight is how we'd like to make it happen, and that's what excites me. We get to talk about where our goals are. We get to talk about where we'd like to see student government go in the next year. And that is what I'm so honored to be speaking on tonight. So with that, as we get to share in these things, I'd also like to say that I'm here tonight to ask you for your help. I'm also here to ask you for your support as we go through this. And I'm excited about the chance and honored to get to stand next to Connor. I'm honored with the chance to share our passions and our visions and our dreams. So thanks for having us tonight.
I think one of the significant differences between our platforms is the fact that when I've made promises, if you look at my platform on the website, it focuses on one ultimate goal. It doesn't necessarily say that I'm planning on changing the bus routes. It doesn't necessarily say that I'm planning on making free parking on West Campus or here or there. There's one general message and one general goal that's supposed to be portrayed through my platform, and it's that there's a guiding star, if you will. In 1877, when Governor Coke opened this university, not opened it, but gave the first commencement speech, he said that the one principle to the students, let honor be your guiding star. And my guiding star is my honor and is my word, which I've given to every single group I've spoken to, that I'm going to use one principle and one pillar and one benchmark when making my decisions. That's what's best for the student body of Texas A&M University. And when I look at a situation, let's say if the fact that there's 3 bus stops within 50 yards of each other over by the administration building by Zachary, it's a little redundant. So if that is what's best for the student body is to change that, that's what needs to be done. I'm not going to put that necessarily on my website as something specific, because if I do come to the administration, they give me a good reason that that doesn't need to happen, and that's not what's best. I don't want to be in conflict with my word versus what's best for the student body. So I want to focus on that one pillar and one guiding star. And I think that's one of the main differences is it doesn't involve individual little things. It has one pillar and one thing that you can trust, and no matter what the situation next year, you know that your student body is going to be looking out, or your student body president is going to be looking out for each and every one of you, not necessarily what they promised in the election, but what's best for the student body.
The difference between my opponent my opponent and I's platforms would be that I too believe that there's a guiding goal in my platform, my drive, and this dream and this vision for a brighter tomorrow in the student body. But along with that came attainable goals. There's 4 pillars in it. There's efficiency, there's spirit, there's diversity, and there's unity. And it took months of research and meeting with student organizations from across campus, ranging from the engineering school over to the business school, to leaders from minority organizations, to leaders from different faith-based organizations, and just talking with them and what at A&M needs to be met, what at A&M needs to be helped. And then after all these things had been assembled, it was meeting with administrators, ranging from Dr. Prashani to the Vice President of Facilities to the Vice President of Diversity, and sitting down with them and discussing the attainability of this platform. There's nothing on there that isn't possible to be completed within the next year. And these are things that need to be sought after, not for my benefit, not for the benefit of student government, but strictly for the selfless service to the student body. And the most exciting part about this platform is it has thousands of open ends. This platform is the beginning of something. This platform isn't the whole goal set for the entire year. This platform is where it should begin to go. And it gives the opportunity and the open door, keying on communication with the student body, where student body can vocalize their opinions and expand on that platform. And whatever student opinion is where we will go. And that is my passion, to represent whatever they need most. And so why are there 4 pillars? Why are there many goals within it? Because they're attainable. And they're things that students said that they wanted help on. And they're manners and methods of taking care of those needs. But along with that, it gives the chance for us to grow and for us to serve and to give back.
Is that it is possible for a lot of goals that we can set forth and we can write down. But one of the key jobs of the student body president is to be productively reactive, to be proactively reactive, excuse me. I think there's so many situations that a student at Texas A&M cannot predict that may come up next year to the student body president. What I think I'd offer in my platform and what I believe in is the predictability. You know my intentions, you know my goals, and you know where my mind and heart is set towards. That way, when an opportunity or a problem comes along next year, you can predict how I'm going to react with the best interest of the student body.
I agree that a large portion of the student body's president's responsibility is reaction. That is why the platform isn't the full end to be accomplished in the next year. The student body president has a summer to begin their term in office, where they get to build relationships with administrators and begin seeking out the chance to work on these goals. And as soon as that school year starts, or even if a situation were to arise during the summer, that is when they get to begin to react. But they must have goals in mind to pursue, to have a driven vision for student government.